let's be honest here. It's been a year. It's been a year. Oh my, so much has happened, and it's all rough. And I know a lot of people probably just need some joy right now. So let's add some joy. Let's have some holiday spirit. Let's get into the holiday season right by doing it the only way that I can, by making an extra alts video. Whoop whoop! For those who don't know, this little mini series here is where I take characters that I've made Smash Kits for and ask the question, what if they got more alts? It's a fun little way to add more variety to their movesets, and also they're just mindless, dumb, fun videos to make. How did we get here, you may be asking? Well, back in April of last year, I made an anniversary special because that was 5 years of me making videos on YouTube, which is crazy that we're approaching 7. But I put myself in Smash Bros. And while I would actively implore you not to go watch that video, I did do something for the anniversary. That was give myself 12 alts. Like I said, for the anniversary. And while that definitely helped me hate that kit even more, I don't downright hate it, but it's my least favorite kit I've ever made, and trying to decide 12 alts was not helping, but it did unlock an interesting idea of what if characters I've made got more alts, which stemmed 2 videos so far. What if Larry Boy and Nadeboarding got extra alts? And that was the first Nadeboarding kit, I should clarify. And what if Roxas and Zelda got extra alts? The Roxas being the version 2 and the Zelda being Rewrite Zelda. And so today, we're going to do another one. And I need to do it because I got to fix something, because that video screwed up a project. The alt book. Now you may be wondering, Gabriel, how did you screw up the book with this? Well, when I did the math, I didn't do it right. And I didn't really account for the fact that I had 12 alts in that moveset. So when I did it, I mathed wrong and made it where there would be 2 sheets or 4 pages that just didn't have content on them. And that made me sad. And I was trying to figure out how I could like include them so they weren't wasted. And like, what could I do to fix it? And then I had an idea. An awful idea. A wonderful, awful idea. Awful for you guys, wonderful for me, and that's making an odd amount of characters in an extra alts video. A genius. You get 4 more alts in one of these videos. It's genius, I say. Genius. Now, originally, I was actually going to do 3 characters, or maybe even 5 if I was feeling it, and they were going to be my favorite kits that I've made this year. That's impossible to decide, though. I don't even remember how many kits at this point, and I pretty much love all of them. If I were to score them out of 10, I think the lowest score I'd give would be like a 7.5-ish for Noctis. And that's just because I wish I did a little bit more with the moveset, though I don't blame myself given the knowledge I had at the time, but that's a whole different thing. I like every kit I've made this year in some way, shape, or form, and so choosing favorites is like hard. So I decided to, instead of doing that, I would do 1 character, and that helps with time constraints. But I would do 1 character, and that character was going to be the character that I made this year that is tied for my favorite character of all time. I mean that. This year, I made the character that ties with Sora, if not potentially even takes over Sora, as being my all-time favorite character in all media, across all types, across the entire world. I'm being so serious on that. I made the Smash Kit for him this year. And who might that be, you may be asking? Well, none other than the Fullmetal Alchemist. That's right, it's Edward Elric. Whoa, wow, who would have thought? Who would have thunk? I don't blame you if you didn't think. But anyways, so a little bit of a quick origin story. I got back into Fullmetal Alchemist back in 8th grade, and I fell in love with it instantly, and I think I read like the first book of the manga. My friend and I are watching Brotherhood now, and I'm realizing I really don't know what's going on yet. I know exactly what's going to happen, so I don't think I actually like finished it. But that doesn't matter because I loved it, and I eventually made the Edward Elric Smash Kit because of it. It was an old idea back when I had a Larry Boy, and I was like, yep, we are doing him. Woo. As for Edward himself, he actually stands out as one of the most interesting and most in-depth main characters, if not fictional characters, I've ever seen. Not saying that we haven't had crazily depth characters before, but man, does he have that depth. It's kind of hard to talk about, honestly, and I know there's people who have, but just watching him and his journey as he learns and grows and becomes a better and cooler person, but also just accepting what he's done and changing and growing into I love it. Okay, it's hard to describe. It's hard talking about your favorite characters and why you like them outside of... I just like him, so... Yeah, that's my reasoning for why I like Edward. Also, he just says some really cool lines, so... Yeah, honestly, he been dropping those bars, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, you know what? I figured out what I want to say quickly about him. I admire his determination and just his general hope, which is a lot common in a lot of main characters. It just feels different for Edward, but different in a really good way, if you know what I'm saying. Oh my goodness. Alright, so with that said, I just want to say, you need to go watch Fullmetal Alchemist. I don't care if it's Brotherhood, I don't care if it's 2003, you need to watch it because, seriously, you're missing out if you don't. But we're not here to talk about why you should be watching Fullmetal Alchemist. That could be its own video of itself. My hair was caught on the Christmas tree and I didn't realize that. We need to not waste any more time and get right into detail about what Edward Elric's extra alts would look like. Before we get into Edward's new alts, let's cover his main 8 alts from the original video. Edward's default appearance is his main outfit seen throughout Fullmetal Alchemist. His second alt is a silver and blue-gray recolor. This is based on Alphonse Elric, Ed's younger brother. His third alt is a blue recolor based on the uniforms worn by the military of Amestris, basically a catch-all reference to a bunch of different characters. His fourth alt is a yellow recolor based on Ling, a prince of the Xing nation who seeks out immortality. His fifth alt is a green recolor, which is a loose reference to Envy, one of the homunculi Edward faces throughout the series. His sixth alt is a white recolor, which I'm actually just retconning where its reference comes from. Initially, I had said it's based on Truth and Father, but now I'm going to make it based on Izumi Curtis, Ed and Elle's teacher. I mean, look at the two, they look the same, and don't worry, Father will come back later. His seventh alt is an alt costume. This is his main outfit minus the red coat, which is a commonly seen variation of the look. And his eighth alt is another costume, this time being a torn up version of his main outfit, revealing his automail arm. And you can actually also see his automail leg a little bit too. Now I'll be honest here, I wish I had done a lineup kind of like Sora's, with 4 costumes and 4 recolors to match for Edward. But for what they are, I really do like how his alts look. They turned out so fantastic. So to somewhat capture what I wish I had done with the original kit, but also because it sounds cool in my head, let's give Edward a recolor for all his current costumes and then a brand new costume. For Ed's ninth alt, it can be a purple recolor based on Trisha Elric, Ed and Al's mother. It also contains a little nod to the 2003 version of Sloth, for similar reasons. His 10th alt is a pink recolor based on Mei Chang, a princess of the Xing nation who seeks out the Elric brothers and their knowledge of the Philosopher's Stone. His 11th alt is going to be a pure grayscale recolor, serving as the new reference to Father, the main antagonist of Fullmetal Alchemist who's dead set on becoming perfect. And his 12th alt can be a new costume, that being one of the variants of his Conqueror of Shambhala outfit. A cool way to include the 2003 anime in a more clear way. My other option was to try and include the time Edward transmutated his arm into a gun in 2003 and try and include that in the moveset. Yeah, that didn't work. And that's it. Honestly, I didn't need to diverse any alts here like I have in the past, but it was still fun to do. And I still stand by me wishing I had done his Conqueror of Shambhala outfit in the OG kit and do the Sora rule, but, you know, past is in the past, and I only can change so much, like an alt reference. But now, let's finish this off in a fun, festive, full metal kind of way. I'm realizing now that that joke is really bad. And that's it for What If Edward Elric Got Extra Alts. This is a shorter one, I'm realizing. I had to bulk it out by talking about Edward, and I realized that was really hard to do for some reason. Probably because I haven't finished this series. But anyways, this was fun to do, and a nice, fun, technically Christmas special, or holiday special. Yeah, we go from making stuffed animals for my friends to giving Edward Elric more colors. Not my friends, my siblings. Oh my gosh. I can't even remember my own lore. Alright, but anyways, that does it for this video. I'm tired. It's not even like, it's like barely past 5, but I got stuff I gotta do. So, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Now, I do want to say that I had plans for this to be a 3 alt character episode. Or 3 character alt episode. Whatever. And I was going to include Riku and Chai initially. So, expect them to be the next Extra Alts video. And on that, I want to say I might do 4 of these next year. I don't know. I really like doing them, and I don't know why I don't do them more often. So maybe we'll do them more often next year. Who's to say? I know I need to do at least 2. Now, some of you might be worrying that this is the last video I have in store this year, and that is simply not true. I have, hopefully, 1 more kit left in me this year, and I'm hoping they can come out in time. Who is it, you might be asking? You don't get any hints, because I'm gonna release a whole video about who it's gonna be. I'm planning on releasing a whole trailer, so wait for that. Hamilton reference here, I guess, but yeah. I got 1 more kit left in me this year, and I got this fun video, and now I gotta update Edward in the alt book again. It's up to date now. It's up to date now. I know y'all care so much, but there's Chai. There he is. So I got Travis in there, and that's snowboarding. There's Ignis. This will be the last big video I make on my channel until the holiday season. It's pretty much over. I don't expect the final kit to be out until closer to New Year's, so we're going to go ahead and end it off for the holiday season pretty much right here. Spoiler alert, the tree's probably going to still be in the next video. Probably because I'm probably going to, we'll see. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, like, comment, and subscribe. You can find a playlist, hopefully link in the description. We'll see if I remember it. To where you can go see the entire series, and if you want to, I'll link the other 2 Extra Alts videos in the description down below as well, so you can watch them. They're fun videos. They're fun. They're stupid, but they're fun. But that does it for me, so until next time, happy holidays, everybody. Bye-bye.